Hi, welcome to the second part of our series on algebra process for basic 6. And last week we looked at factors, we looked at multiples, we looked at prime numbers. Okay, so we just to recap what we did, we said multiples are numbers that's just repeating themselves by adding the same number. For example, if we are to say the multiples of 5, say 5, then we add another 5 to be 10, we add another 5 to be 15, we have another 5 to be 20, we have another 5 to be 25. Those are multiples of 5. Okay, but if we're to look at the factors of 20, okay, another way you can do this to just look at what you can use multiply 20. Okay, 4 multiplied by 5 can be 20. Okay, 1 multiplied by 20 can be 20. 10 multiplied by 2 can be 20. What else again? That we can multiply by 2. We have done 4 times 5, 1 times 20, 10 times 2. So I don't think there's another one that we can use. Okay, so with that we can say the factors of 20 are 1. We have 1 here. 2. We have 4. We have 5. And that's 1, 2, 4, 5. We have 10 and 20 itself. Okay, so those are the factors of 20. Okay, so let's start with application of equations. That's solving word problems involving algebra. Okay, so now the question we're given here says this block plus 6 is equal to 15. See, if you are saying, since you are given x, that's the block, okay, then plus 6 is equal to 15. Okay, so then when you only need to find x, so you just need to minus 6 from both sides. You can do that, minus 6, then 15 minus 6. Then when you do that, this one would have cancelled, so your x will be 15 minus 6, that is 9. Okay, that's just a linear equation. That's so. So let us look at this particular one that says a mother was 20 years when she had her first daughter. If the sum of their ages is now 60 years, how old is the daughter? So let the daughter's age now be x. So if the daughter's age now is x, definitely the mother's age will be x plus 20, because we know that the mother was 20 years when she had her first daughter. So now if the daughter's age is x, the mother's age will be 20 plus x, because she was 20 when she gave birth to her daughter. Now we are also given that 60 years is the sum of their age now. So x plus 20 is equal to 60. So 2x plus 20 is 60. By the time you do that, 2x will be 60 minus 40, which is this. So the x is 20. So if x is 20, okay, and the mother's age should be x plus 20. So 20 plus 20 is 40 years. Okay, so the mother is 40 years while the daughter is 20 years. All right, let's look at other examples. One number is 15 times greater than another number. If 5 times the larger number minus twice the smaller number is 73. What are the numbers? So let us say that the number is x. Okay, if the number is x, that is the one number. If that number is x, then the second number, because it's 15 times, is 15 times greater than the other number. So if it's 15 times greater, then it's going to be 15x. So that means if the number is 2, okay, and is 15 times greater than, then the second number will be 30. So 15 times 2, so it's 15 times greater. All right, so that is 15x. Okay, then if 5 times the larger number minus twice 5 times the larger number, so this is 5 multiplied by the larger number, okay, minus twice the smaller number, twice, that is 2 times the smaller number, which is x, right, is equal to 73. Then 75x minus 2x is equal to 73. Then this 73x, so x is 1, wants to do it. So if x is 1, okay, then 15x, which is 15, will be 15 multiplied by 1, and the second number will be 15. That is the answer. All right, so we'll then move to simultaneous equation. All right, so let us look at simultaneous equation of two unknowns. Simultaneous equation of two unknowns. We'll be looking at elimination method. Okay, we'll be looking at elimination method. So if we're given 6x plus 3y is equal to 28. Don't forget, these are the two unknown. X and y are not known, right? Which is different from the linear equation. 2x minus 3y is true. That one, 2 is there. Those are two equations we're given. Then we're to use elimination method. Now, if you look at these two, one thing that we need to do, this particular place, you can use anyone, ensure that this place is plus and this place is minus. Okay, if it's not, then we can do multiply by positive somewhere or multiply by negative somewhere to just ensure that this place is plus, this place is also minus. Okay, now because this place is plus, this one is minus, then I don't have any issue of multiplying by a positive or negative sign. All right, so this is 6x plus 3y plus this. Now this one is plus 3y, this one is minus 3y already. So if I add these two together, okay, let's say 6x plus 3y equals to 28, 2x minus 3y is equal to 2. Okay, so what I need to do is add this plus this, add this with this, then add this with this. Okay, so if I add it, 6x plus this will give me 8x plus 3y plus minus 3y, that's plus 3y minus 3y is going to give me 0. That's 0. Then this one plus this one is going to give me 30. All right, so once I do that, 8x will be 30. My x will be 30 over 8, which is 15 over 4. Okay, now once I've gotten my x to be 15 over 4, I then need to substitute it because I've gotten x, this is my x. I can substitute it in any of the two equations to get my y. Okay, in this case, let's use this second equation. So 2x minus 3y is equal to 2. Then 2 into 15 over 4, which is the x that we've gotten here. 15 over 4 minus 3y is equal to 2. All right, so if I do that, 2 divided by 4, that will be 15 over 2 minus 3y is equal to 2. Okay, so then if minus 3y goes here, 2 can come here. All right, so I have 15 over 2 minus 2 is equal to 3y. All right, so if I do the I'm going to have 2, I'm going to have 15, okay, minus 4, okay, it's equal to 3y. So then I'm going to have 11 over 2 is equal to 3y. Then my y, if I divide both sides by 3, okay, this one divided by 3, this one by 3, this one will be y, okay, 11 over 2 divided by 3, okay, divided by 3, that will be 11 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 3, that is 11 over 6. So my y is 11 over 6, okay, that's my y. So I have my y to be 11 over 6, I have my x to be 15 over 4. Now, once you are done, ensure that you put it back in the equation. Put it back in the equation so as to get, to confirm your answer. Okay, let's quickly put it back in the equation. Okay, so we have 2x minus 3y is equal to 2. Then we have 2, this is 15 over 4, okay, minus 3 into 11 over 6, okay, is equal to 2. So we want to confirm if this is equal to this. So we have 2, this is 2, all right, so I will have 15 over 2, okay, this one is 1, this one is 2, minus 11 over 2. So let's check if it's going to be equal to 2. So this one will be 4 over 2. Okay, so 2 is equal to 2. Okay, so that means our answer is correct. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at another one using elimination method. Okay, one thing that I said the other time is that once you are working on elimination method, ensure that the sign here are not the same. Okay, the sign in the middle are not the same. The sign in the middle are not the same. Now, because this is positive 3D, this is positive, so I want to multiply the second one by minus. Okay, so I then have minus 2c minus 5d is equal to minus 15 because I multiplied this one by minus. Okay, so now that I have multiplied by minus, this is now my equation. Okay, this is now my equation. This is now my equation. Now this is positive, now this is negative. All right, so I can then multiply by a number, this particular one. If I multiply this one by 5, it's going to be 15. If I multiply this 3 by 5, it's going to be 15 because I want to eliminate what is in this middle. I want to eliminate what is in this middle. So my plan is to eliminate everything in this middle. That's why I multiply it by negative here. So by the time I'm adding it, it's going to give me 0. You can do the same thing to the one that is here also. You can do the same thing. This is positive, this is positive. Okay, and now this one too is positive, this one is minus. So if I want to eliminate this one, I can multiply this one by 8, by 2, it's going to give me 8. I multiply this by 4, it's going to give me, minus 8. So in my multiplication, I'll multiply everything here. I'll also multiply everything here. So I can also use that style to eliminate this, even instead of this. So either of the two can be eliminated. All right, so now we'll multiply this one by 5. It's going to give us this. This 20c plus 15d is 20. Then multiply this one by 3 minus 6c minus 15d plus 45. Okay, so if I add it together, this one would have cancelled with 0. Then this one will give me 14c. This one is going to give me 65. So by the time I'm done, I'm going to have my c to be 65 over 14. Then put this c in any of the equation. Put the c in any of the equation. So in this way, I'm going to use this. Okay, 4c plus 3d equal is equal to 4. That's what I'm going to use. So if you put C, which is 65 over 14, inside the first equation, okay, 4 times 65 over 14, this will be 260 over 14 plus 3D over 4. Okay, if you do take this to the other side, it's going to be 4 minus 130 over 7, yes, 3D. All right, then we're going to have 3D to be minus 102 over 7. Okay, once you've done that, then you can divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3, that's going to give you this. So you're going to have D to be minus 34 over 7. All right, so if you put C and D back into the equation, this is the equation 4C plus 3D is equal to 4. So we want to check this. So 4 multiplied by 65 over 14, this is C that we've gotten, and this is D that we've gotten. So this one will be 130 over 7. So because 2 can cross here, 1, 2 here, 7. So multiply this one by 2, multiply by this is going to give 130. Okay, this one is 102 over 7. Okay, so we do that, going to have 1, that's 28 over 7. So over 7 is 4, which is also this particular one. So that means our answer is correct. All right, so let's look at another example using elimination method. All right, so in this example, like I said before, by the time you want to do this, this is what we're giving: a plus 2b, 2a plus b. Ensure that one of these, either of these, is negative, positive, minus, positive, minus. This one can be positive, minus, this one can be positive, minus. All right, so in this case, I'm going to multiply this, the upper one with minus. Okay, so it's going to give me minus a, minus 2b, minus 12, 2a plus b, this one, then have this particular equation. Okay, then I can then multiply this place. This one I can multiply by 1. This one I can multiply by 2. Okay, so if I multiply this one by 2, it's going to give me this. It's going to give me 2b, so that I can eliminate this. Okay, I'm going to have minus a minus 2b plus a. So if I multiply this one by 2, it's going to give me 4a plus 2b. Then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Okay, then definitely I can eliminate this to be 0. So minus a plus 4a is going to give me 3a. Minus 12 plus 6 is going to give minus 6. So 3a is going to minus 6, and my a is going to be minus 2. Okay, so if I substitute this, put this in any of the equation, like I said before. Okay, let me use this. A plus 2b is equal to 12. Then I already have a to be minus 2, so minus 2 plus 2b is equal to 12. So if this one, if you take this one to the other side, it's going to be 12 plus 2, that's 14. 2b is equal to 14, and our b will be 7. So check if your answer is correct. Now, if you put minus 2 here, okay, plus b7, 7, is it going to give you 3? Okay, minus 4 plus 7 is 3. Now, anytime you substitute your answer into the equation and you did not get this answer, it means you are wrong. So it means you are wrong. So please check again. Maybe you have done some mistakes while you are trying to find your two unknown numbers. You have tried to find on two unknown numbers. All right, so let us look at substitution method. Let's look at substitution method. And in substitution method, it is about finding the subject of the formula. Okay, for example, when you are given these two equations, a plus 2b is equal to 12, and we are 2a plus 2b is equal to 3. So from this equation 1, this one we don't need to do any multiplication by positive or any multiplication by minus and that. So what we just need to do is to find the subject of formula of one of the unknown variables from one of the equations. So this particular equation, I'm going to pick equation 1. Right, a plus 2b is equal to 12. So my a will be equal to 12, okay, minus 2b. This is from equation 1. All right, so once I've gotten my a in equation 1, then I'm now going to put this particular one, I'm going to put it in equation 2. Okay, now equation 2 says 2a plus b is equal to 3, and my a from equation 1 is this. So 2 into a, which is this, 12 minus 2b plus b is equal to 3. So with that, I do my multiplication times 12 is 24 minus 4b plus 3, right? 24, then minus 4b plus b, that is minus 3b, right? So, which is equal to 3. So 24 minus 3b is equal to 3. Now, take this 24 to the other side. It's going to give you minus 24. That's 3 minus 24 minus 21. My b is equal to 7, because negative will cancel negative. 3 and 21 is 7. Okay, so I have my b is equal to 7. Then I can then put this in any of the equation. Okay, can put it in any of the equation to get my a. So let me use equation 1. All right, so if I put my b here, which is 7, okay, so I'm going to have a plus 2, which is going to put my 7 here, equal to 12. So a plus 14 is equal to 12. My a is going to be minus 2. All right, so now for me to confirm, because I need to confirm if I'm correct, so a plus 2b, I want to confirm if it's actually 12. So my a is minus 2 plus 2 into my b. My b is 7. Okay, so let me check if it's 12. So I have minus 2 plus 14. Okay, minus 2 plus 14 is actually 12. That means we are correct. All right, so that is a simple way of looking at substitution method. Right, so let's look one more example. In this particular one, we have x plus y is equal to 3, x minus y is equal to minus 1. Take equation 1. So you can just find your y. Make y the subject of formula. Then we have y is equal to 3 minus x. Okay, y is equal to 3 minus x. Then if you substitute it in equation 2, y is equal to 3 minus x, put it in equation 2, you're going to have okay, let me just emphasize on something. All right, if I've used my equation 1 as the subject of formula, I cannot put that subject of formula again in equation 1. All right, so if I've used equation 1 as my subject of formula, maybe I find y now, 3 minus x from equation 1. Then I just need to put this value in equation 2 and not equation 1 again. All right, so we just use this one, x minus y equal to minus 1. Then x minus, this is 3 minus x equal to minus 1. So we have x minus 3. Don't forget what we did in the last video. When you have a negative outside the bracket, it will change the sign inside the bracket. All right, so x minus 3 into x plus x. X minus 3 plus x is equal to minus 1. So you have 2x minus 3 to minus 1. You have 2x, which is going to be 2, and you have x is equal to 1. All right, so if x is 1, you can then put in any of the equation, right, to find your the other variable. So you have 1 here, okay, then plus y is equal to 3, then y will be 2. So we can, x is 1, y is 2, so we can quickly find if we are correct in any of the equation. X is 1 plus y is 2. All right, is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3? Definitely. So that means we are correct. Okay, so with this, we will move to quantitative reasoning. Okay, and we're just going to, do this simple example, just one example on quantitative reasoning that you can be given while you are doing algebra. Okay, so let's say if A, and we're given that if A, B, C, D means A times D, that means this one multiplied by this minus this one. Okay, so that means 8 times 5, 40 minus 4 times 5, which is 20. So if you have to find the unknown in this variable, so you have 4 times 5, which is 20, minus 2 times 3 is equal to x. So 20 minus 6 is x. That means x is 14. Okay, so now look at this. We are given this. So this one, 8 times 5 minus 5 times this. So you have 8 times 5 minus this. 8 times 5 is 40 minus 5x is equal to 20. Then you can then find your x, which is just a linear equation. Then this is 40 can go here, so we minus 20. We have minus 5x equal to minus 20. Then your x will be 4. You divide it, x will be 4. All right, with this, we have come to the end of our series on algebra for basic 6. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, share with your friends, and we'll be expecting feedback from you. We'll be expecting questions. If you have questions for us to attend to. And I want you to listen to more educative series from Peniel Educate. We have so many series on physics, chemistry, mathematics for junior class and SS class. All right, so I will see you in the next video. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.